Once, there was sunshine.
A sprawling continent and people full of life.
Though there was war and hardship.
We knew there'd always come a dawn.
But that was 100 years ago.
And this is now.
Now there is the Dusk, a choking miasma of shadow and fear. It keeps us from straying outside of Ithaca, of finding out if there's anyone else out there.
And inside of town, well, we'd be lost without the sunstone. No one knows where it came from, but one day it fell from the sky, giving us a tiny sliver of what there was before.
And now, when we go to sleep at night, it's different.
There are new days, sure.
But there will never, ever be a new horizon. Episode 1, Part 1, 100 years later.
Hello, and welcome to Triple Crit. We'll start the podcast off like we do every time. 1,
2,
3.
Okay, great. Welcome to our wonderful listeners tuning in for our very first episode of Triple Crit. My name is Dellan Short. I am going to be your DM, GM person helping tell this story and coming up with lots of things. And I am joined by my wonderful friends and wonderful players. Emiko and Katie, would you please introduce yourselves?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I'll go. Hi. This is not how I talk. I don't know why I started doing that.
No, it's great. It's like you're trying something
I think you
new.
should lock in that you're talking like a different person for the rest of the show.
I don't talk in a lower register. I only talk up here, and this is how I'm talking for the rest of time.
I just think it's good that you're comfortable like workshopping material in front of us and also your millions of fans. I think that's great.
Yeah, thank you so much. Hi, I'm Emiko Hinds. I am here to play. Let's fucking go. And we're cursing on this podcast because it's our podcast.
Everybody say fuck on 3. 1, 2, 3. Fuck!
Balls.
Hi,
Anyway.
everyone. Hi.
Shit.
Hey, hi, everyone. My name is Katie, and I'm going to be the problem. So we should start.
Yes.
Maybe. I'm really excited. I've been playing D&D for a while, with these fools for a little bit as well. And I'm whatever you want me to be. And
These
right
people
now,
are
I
virtual
really want to be
strangers to
here.
me.
Yeah, and isn't that great? We can be anything and everything. We're excited to play.
So true. Wonderful.
Ye fucking ha.
Ye fucking ha. Ye fucking ha. I'm really excited to get started with you both. So what do you say we get started?
Let's go.
What if I just said no?
I mean,
I
I would
won't.
be sad. I'd at least put a little bit of work in.
All right. So then I can go buy an air conditioning unit because currently I am so hot and sweaty. I've never been wetter in my life. I'll be honest.
Now that's just I didn't contribute to that.
I've never been, and no one asked you to.
Sorry, I meant to you not having an AC, not to you being wetter. And I realized the spacing.
Well, and listen, folks, I'm just going to be staying out of this one, you know? I like to stay in my lane. I'm Katie, by the way. I've said that already. I like to stay in my lane. And that's like my
What
most
if we
defining trait.
actually, let's take it back. If we just go back to the top, we'll...
Okay.
No. All right. Well, let's go ahead and jump in to the wonderful land of, I guess not so very wonderful. It's kind of dark and sad in this land, but, the world of Marnova. The calming sight of a setting sun starts our story in the land of Marnova. Atop a large hill in the Whitcaster region, there is an even larger tree, a place of interplanar connection, a crack between the material plane of Marnova, the ethereal plane of Acheron, the shadow plane of the Shadowfell, the burning pits of the Nine Hells, the wondrous world of the Feywild, and many, many more planes of existence. Underneath that tree is a rock, and atop that rock is a being of little importance, clad in armor. Sweat rolls down their brow and drips into an unblinking eye. The armor clatters and scrapes as they reach down and grab a hold of a stringed instrument. Fingers meet strings and the calloused palms of a well-used sword hand strum the instrument. A tune which long ago brought peace to children on the edge of sleep now rings melancholic and dreary, ominous as our perspective matches theirs. Blowing uphill the stench of death, and downhill the sight of bloodied massacre. Thousands lay dead, the epic battle of good versus evil. However, on this day, in this battle, evil won. And this bloodied and battered adventurer had no option left but to reflect. The strums of their instrument ringing over a silent landscape of horror, each strum forcing more blood out of their open wounds. Only a few breaths left before the sun sets. A weak but beautiful voice rings out, carrying both the life of the adventurer and carrying the sun down over the horizon with it. The legend of the last sunset, the last light, has many perspectives. But that was 100 years ago. And this is now, in the land of Marnova, in the Wishhook region, in a mining town as far northwest as the mainland gets. A town called Ithaca. The grime of Ithaca is inescapable. It sits not on your skin, but in your blood. But the people of this town move onward and forward anyway. They push past the tourist-like folk with relative ease, as the majority of them make their way towards the mines north of the town, using the sunstone lodged in the side of the misty peak to guide their steps. On the path up to the mines, you can take any number of detours. Take a left and you're making your way to the Duskwalker training camp. Take a right and you're moving closer to the caravans in between the town border and the Dusk line. But further off the beaten path, and higher on a hill overlooking the town, is the Yamada family estate. The Yamada estate is expansive, each of its members having their own building. Some are shacks for tinkering, others more modest cabins for living. But at this moment, we focus on the family building at the center of the estate, where everyone is gathering for a meal. Emiko, would you please introduce your character and maybe tell us a little bit about what maybe she is doing in this moment as the family kind of gathers from their disparate areas into the main room for a meal, probably a lunch or a dinner?
I would fucking love to. I think her name is Daiya. She is currently sharpening knives on the counter and standing next to her mom. This is something that they do sort of on the reg because there's so many people in her family that like knives get dull with use, and that's just part of it. But she sort of takes a knife and wipes off the burr marks on her horns because she is a tiefling. Her horns, I don't really know what the shape of them are, but like they're in a shape where you can just fit a bunch of stuff. Like she just has like little knickknacks, little like pencils and pieces of paper and like scraps of metal and wood that she uses in her own little shack. Her shack is next to her dad's. I think there's like a tunnel that like connects them. It's all very cute and fun. But right now she's just sort of yapping with her mom, waiting for everybody to come in. And I think we're just sort of like, I think there's just like a hunk of meat in front of her that she's like hacking at. It's not graceful at all. Like there's like gristle, like she doesn't know what she's doing. This is like,
ew.
Yeah.
Her mom is trying her goddamn best to tell her what to do.
Wonderful. As Daiya is kind of hacking at this meat. You can sense. Go ahead, Daiya, actually, and roll an insight check for me.
Whoa! Oh my god, very first roll.
First
So
roll.
fun.
First roll.
First roll of the game.
Okay, I
was a
got a
faith.
7.
First
A
roll.
7. Yeah, as you're. It's a brilliant first roll. As you are hacking away at this hunk of meat in front of you, you are aware that other things are being prepared for this meal. In fact, you are smelling the scent of a fried noodle dish as it kind of fills your nostrils, and you are also aware, though you're not sure why they would do this, there's other slabs of meat also being cut by your mom that look, I guess, nicer than yours. Some might say. But as you hack away at this meat, you are none the wiser to maybe the fact that this meat may not actually get used in this dish as you
my
hack
God.
at it.
I mean, they're all going to the
Daiya.
same place. I don't know.
They gave you just a piece of meat to feel like included.
I'm helping. I don't know what they want. Listen, I'm doing my best. And that's all that they've ever asked of me, and that's what I'm doing.
Your mom turns to you and she goes, "Honey, you are something with that knife."
I just hold it up next to my face, and it's like covered in grease, and I just like have chunks of meat like in my hair. My like long brown hair is like in a sort of like weird messy bun, and there's just like a little chunk of meat like hanging off one of my bangs. I'm just like, yeah.
Oh, okay. You see, she reaches out and actually she grabs kind of a handkerchief or a cloth of some sort and just reaches up and picks that piece of meat off her hair. And
That was
says,
there on purpose.
"Why, honey?
For later.
Raw meat for later?"
Yeah. What if I wanted a snack?
Well, then, honey, we can make you a snack.
Yeah,
It's
but
not raw meat.
yeah, but sometimes like I don't know. Sometimes I don't want the family to always like help me with stuff. Like I know there's like a lot of us, but like sometimes I just want to like do a thing by myself.
That's nonsense. Why have such a big family, and why would we all stay here together if we were not going to help each other out?
Well, I don't know why. Why did the sun go out? We still have no idea. Like that's a silly question.
Again with the sun?
Yes, of course.
It's a honey. No, that's an insensitive question.
Who is that insensitive
You are comparing
to? It's
apples
gone.
to genocides. I don't know what you're trying to. Okay, look. Would you ring for the rest of the family, please?
Fine. I like don't even move, and I just turn my head, and I yell, "Melody, Stratus, Juniper, Miles, Thea." Wait, how many more are there? Hella.
Honey, you don't need to yell. Remember the bells?
But,
Your dad made the bell system.
but it's so much more.
And we
fine,
agreed that we would use it.
fine.
We made an agreement as a family that we would use the bells.
Okay. And
Don't ring the bell.
And I also agreed. Fine. I like turn
You did,
and
you
I
agreed.
walk over to the wall and I yank like a little too hard on a thing that doesn't need to be yanked that hard at all. And a bunch of these bells just start going off.
Yeah, you hear the various bells from all across the kind of compound, the Yamada estate, going off. And your mom says, "And would you give an extra little tug at Vale's bell? He's just not been getting
Yeah.
out much."
Okay, yeah, I got it. I can do it. I got it. And I go over and I yank it a little more. Okay, happy? We're good. I don't know why people wouldn't use their voice if it wasn't there, but okay.
I know. But, your dad, he tinkers, he makes, and, we're trying to be supportive.
I point to the tactical vest that I'm wearing and the pants that have so many pockets in it that's just filled with, some of the pockets are, jittering with, things that I haven't been able to figure out how to turn off that I turned on.
I was jittering. Oh, no.
Some of them are jittering, okay? And...
Oh, no.
Oh, so okay. Yeah, he's... Yeah. I'm under my breath. I'm like, oh, yeah, he's the tinkerer. Okay, whatever. We're all tinkerers.
Honey, just... and as your mom starts to kind of protest again your energy, you would notice that the doors of the family house swing open in a frenzy, and pretty much everybody is filing in. You see that Melody, Stratus, Storm, Juniper, Miles, Thea, all of the younger cousins, all of your cousins, really young and old, start to burst through the doors first, then followed by their parents, Ollie, Iris, and you would notice that pretty much everybody is here except for a currently not seen Tharden, the older brother to your mom and your uncle, has not come in from his ringed bell. But unlike normal, Vale has actually come in pretty soon, comparatively to when you normally have to ring his bell.
I hold up my knife in preparation for the triplets to come tackle me so that they don't get cut.
Yeah.
And as they do that, I'm like, and then I'm like, Uncle Vale, you're here. I mean, yay, you're here.
Yeah. Why wouldn't I be here?
I don't know. Mom!
Look, you see he looks to your mom, and could you give me actually a pronunciation on your mom's name? Please and thank you.
Ooh, that's a great question. How did I pronounce this? I think I pronounced it Ayla.
Ayla. As you look to your mom, you see that your uncle has now turned to her. And he is the youngest of these three, your mom being the middle of her family. And he says, Ayla, he's not going to get out of the bed. I've told you 1,000 times, he's distraught. And you see that your mom goes, okay, just not right now. Okay. Can we just talk somewhere else? And you watch as the two of them kind of move out of the way. Your mom passes off cooking duties to Ollie, your uncle on your dad's side, Daiya Yamada. And he begins to cook. You would also notice that Naomi Yamada, your aunt, has strolled in kind of haphazardly, and she is now plopped down on a chair next to the large eating table, and she has her feet propped up, and she is reading almost like a manila folder, basically, of papers as she kind of snoops through it.
I try to make it look like I'm not trying to look into the folder, but I'm doing a real shit job at it.
Heard. Well, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
I don't know. Maybe
put
good, actually.
Put your roll where your mouth is.
Oh, okay. I got a 16 actually, so maybe I am really good at it.
Okay. You are, pretty good at sneaking a peek. And as you look over the shoulder of your aunt, you see that she, without looking over her shoulder, closes the folder.
Oh.
And she just kind of gently leans her head and says, "Can I help you?"
No, Auntie Nomi, I was just wondering, hey, what's up?
Were you wondering about my business?
Okay. If I say no, are you gonna believe me?
No.
Okay, then yeah, I was looking in the folder.
Okay. How many times do I have to tell you that that tactical vest is going to give you away as she starts to open up the folder again? All those little jittering parts, you're just never going to be able to sneak around the way you want to.
Listen, Dad
If you're going to be
keeps
sneaky,
adding...
be sneaky.
Dad keeps adding bells, and I keep telling him to not add all the bells, and... You know, he just, like, welds them on there. It's really hard to get them off.
I know. I can't trust Kenny to do a single thing right. I mean, the man has no idea what practical use on a battlefield is like, or what it's like out there.
I hit a symbol that's, like, on my shoulder, and I'm like, I know, it's just... this is new.
Okay.
I
see that.
I woke up, and it was there, and... I tried to pry it off, but it's really on there.
Yeah, I can tell.
Ting, 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 ting.
You see she silences the little symbol with her fingers. And she says, okay, Daiya, could I actually, if you want to snoop, you don't need to snoop. You can just ask me to read what I'm reading.
Can I read the folder, please?
Sure.
Yay!
But you can't tell anyone about this.
Okay, who would I tell? Like...
Your dad?
Okay, well, that's one.
Your mom?
Okay, that's two.
Okay, Juniper?
Okay.
Miles? Thea?
Okay, the triplets, like, don't really count, but sure.
What about Melody or Stratus?
Okay, fine, that's... 5?
Storm?
Okay, we can keep naming people, or I can read what's in the folder. Please and thank you. And she smiles like real big, and she's just like, I'm so cute. Like, I can do this. It's fine. I've done this since I was a kid.
She says, okay, fine. Sit down. And she kicks, you see she's had her feet kind of propped up on the table, and she drops a foot and like hooks onto the back of one of the chairs and slides it out with her leg, and then plops that foot right back up on top, never changing her position. But now the chair is kind of pulled out for you to sit next to her.
I sit.
She hands you this manila folder, or the fantasy version of a manila folder, because manila folders feel lackluster, but this feels like an official packet of like documents.
Yes. Fantasy manila folder.
Yeah.
Yeah, parchment situation.
As you begin to read, what you see at the top says official contract of employment. And as you start to read through the top of the contract, you hear Baylor, who is your sorry. You have lots of family members.
I have a lot of family members. He's my uncle. One of my many uncles.
Yes, you're married in uncle. Baylor is a large Goliath man who is married into your mother's side of the family, the half elven side of the family, and he is dressed kind of really cleanly, despite what you know. He works in the mines every day, and he comes home covered in soot. He does a deep clean of himself and then leaves every day impeccably dressed and clean of skin, ready to go back out and go back into the mines each day. And you see that he bursts through the door, and he runs by Ollie and bumps into him. Ollie kind of drops a pan, and you see a bunch of fried noodles fall onto the ground.
Shit!
And Baylor goes, "Oh, so sorry. And is kind of moving through the kitchen, and you watch as your grandma, who has been kind of quietly percolating a cup of coffee, just gently moves it and hands it outward to him. And you watch as he grabs it and he goes, "Bye, everybody, have a good day." And you watch as he opens his throat and chugs an entire mug of coffee in a single gulp. And then throws the mug back to your grandma, who catches it and puts it back in, and coffee starts dripping back into the mug again as she preps her cup of coffee.
Oh my God, I know he does it every day, but it's still really jarring.
He grabs his shit and he's like, "I'm running late," poof, and bursts through the door and makes his way out.
Okay, love you, bye.
And your grandma just, "Bye, I love you," and he pokes his head back in and he goes, "Hey, wait. Any exciting new inventions?"
I like pat my pockets and I bring out like a little weird looking frog thing that has not stopped moving for probably about 6 hours. And I go, I haven't been able to turn this one off.
"Shit." And he like kind of goes for a fist bump, but overestimates his distance to you and kind of like punches you in the chest. He's like,
okay.
"Oh, sorry."
No, it's okay. You can go.
"Shit." And he turns around and you watch as he trips, falls flat on his face, and then just kind of like a kid who's crawling up the stairs, just like gets on all fours to start moving upwards and out of the door, and then stands up and runs out of the room. And
I'm in love with him, I think. Maybe. Like, this is the exact type of man I'm attracted to, unfortunately.
yeah, Baylor is just
a cartoon character of a man.
As smart
as
he is nimble. He moves about the world, in a way that the Yamada family is, and even the Galanadel family, like your mom's side of the family, like very different vibe. Even though your family has some goof in it, he is out there.
Yeah.
And he moves through, and you kind of make your way back to the documents, and you see that the papers that you were looking at as your uncle bursts through, the contract of employment reads as such. By the authority vested in this office under Charter 17B, otherwise notated as Dusk Retrieval and Special Operations, the Brimstone Mining Company hereby contracts the services of Naomi Yamada for immediate deployment across the Misty Peak under sealed directive. This assignment shall remain classified and is not to be disclosed to external parties under penalty of contractual breach.
I point at that part, and then I point at myself, and I go,
And as you point to yourself, will you make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, no!
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. That's not great.
Yeah, how wise are
Not
you?
very good. Oh, nope, that's a 9, baby.
You are laughing at the fact that you're about to read this, and then as you look down, you notice that everything after that chunk is blacked out, like it's been redacted. And you feel, as you move your eyes to and from, you can see it's almost a little glitch. Every time you move and like the paper comes in and out of focus, the bars kind of shrink or grow bigger. As you then feel there's a residue on the paper that is now left over on your fingers.
Yeah.
And you see your aunt looks at you and she says, "Still want to snoop?"
Always. And I wipe whatever, like the residue and the grease that was on my hands from the meat, like on her shoulder a little bit. And then I like quick walk back to the counter and I'm like, like running away from her.
You see, she goes, "Oh shit, damn it." And kind of has this like grease stain now on her shirt.
Hey, these peepers are made for reading, okay?
She says, Okay. And closes the folder, and she goes, and looks towards the door where your mom and Vale went, and she says, I'll be right back. And she goes towards them and kind of goes into the same room as the two of them.
Are Hella and Hall here?
About this... Huh?
Are Hella and Hall here?
Hella and Hall are, not there. They, are probably still asleep.
Yes.
Or there's
Lucky.
a chance that they are being watched by, your Aunt Iris, because she is also not in the room currently.
Fine, I can't snoop, can't gather intel. Fine, I'll go back to fucking carving meat or whatever, and I go back to, like, hacking, like, at the meat, like, chunk, whatever it is.
You go back to hacking at the meat chunk, and eventually your mom and your uncle and your aunt come back into the room, and you see that your aunt takes the folder that she was holding and she drops it kind of on a, like a table for like keys.
Yeah.
That would be like right on the inside of a door. She like drops it on the edge of that and walks away. And goes to sit down and start eating food with the rest of the family. And just about this time, Tharden comes in. Your Uncle Tharden, the older brother to your mom.
Mm-hmm.
He's a half elf, much like your mom is, and is like a 90 years old. He's definitely older. Still has an air of youthful energy about him, but seems pretty downtrodden. And if you will go ahead and roll me a history check.
Oh,
please.
OG? I know where that is on the sheet. Everything's fine. Oh, fuck me. That's a 5.
5.
Wow, because you're so young.
Yeah, you would...
You're fresh to the world.
You would
Yeah, I'm
see
27
him
years young.
27.
Yeah, that's raw. That's
27,
raw.
as young as they get.
Yeah,
so true.
That's what I always say.
You would notice that Tharden's kind of downtrodden nature could almost be mistaken for, like, sleep. He just is sleepy. He's waking up. Or he's been resting this afternoon and is coming to dinner now after resting.
Can I go over and see how much coffee has percolated into the mug since Baylor since Baylor took and open-throated it? Disgusting.
It's a good mug's worth by this point. You guys have been chilling around. People have been eating a little bit at a time. No giant arranged family meal for this one. Just people grabbing bowls as they go.
Okay, I grab another mug and then dump the coffee that's in that mug to a new mug, and then I put that mug back, and then I wink at my grandma, and then I turn and I give it back to Tharden.
Yeah, as you wink to your grandma, you hear her go, "Well, one of these days, I'm gonna drink some coffee."
Sorry.
And she sits and waits as the coffee drips into her mug now for the third time.
I swear to God, this is why we have cold brew in the fridge. Just because I drank all of it today doesn't mean that, like, we can't make more.
You show up to Tharden with the coffee, and he looks to you and he says, "Hey, thanks. Appreciate it."
Yeah. Is everything good? Do you need more, like, feathers in the bed or more bells near your, for, like, alarms and stuff?
No, don't need bells. Would feel better once my husband is back in my bed.
Right. I don't know what to say to that, so I turn around and I go sit and I start putting noodles on my plate. I'm like,
as you turn, he kind of grabs the back of your little tinkering vest and pulls you back, and he says, "Thank you for the coffee. I appreciate it."
You're welcome. And I give him a little kiss on the head, and then I walk over to my seat.
As you walk over to your seat, you would see that your dad kind of bursts through the door. And he goes, I did it! I did it!
What did you do? What happened? Oh, God. Okay, did anything blow up? I run to the fire extinguisher, and I'm laid under the sink. And I'm like, what do we have to put out?
And he goes, don't!
Huh?
Nothing blew up that wasn't supposed to blow up.
Okay.
As he says, with like soot covering his face and his hair's like blown back like a cartoon character. He's wearing giant glasses that make his eyes like just the size of fucking golf balls in his head. And he's like, I did it.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
I was able to cut into a diamond.
Whoa. Wait, but you've been working on that for like 3 weeks. What did you do what is different? Wait, I have to see. And then I just like, I start like scarfing my food down, and I like put a bunch of his food like in a different Tupperware. And then I'm like, okay, we're going to the shop. Everybody bye. I love you. And I like shove him out the door.
As you start to shove him out the door, he spots the folder and says, ooh, what's that?
Secrets.
And he snatches it. And he lets you push him out of the house and into your dad's shop. Yamada's shop.
You can try to read it, but I tried to read it earlier and everything was really blacked out and it was kind of annoying. I did read something about Charter 17B. I don't know what that means, but
oh, Charter 17B. You see your dad gets up on a large library wall that's filled with like huge books of like blueprints and stuff, but he's got a small section that is like town governances, like important documents that he has to have so that he knows he's not breaking any laws with his inventions.
I was literally just going to say, gotta know the rules to break the right ones and only the right ones.
Exactly. And he goes, and pulls out a very like ramshackled book that looks strung together, like hand strung together with parchment that's been like hole punched by somebody shoving a dagger through it and just like twisting in circles.
Yeah, classic.
And that's how it's been hole punched and tied together with like frayed hem from a pant leg. And it says on the front, Ithaca Town Laws, hand scribed by Timber Vainshade.
Amber Bane Shade.
And you would see him open it. He flips through the pages, and he goes, "Oh, Dusk retrieval, right?"
Yes, that is also what I read. What? Retrieving
Great.
what?
Oh, well, he closes the book. You know, people go out into the dusk and they save people or they collect things. You know, I tried to go out into the dusk once and my eyes started to go black the minute I started to breathe the air. So I decided not to do that anymore.
She like knowing what he's gonna say is like mouthing along to like, in the dusk, my eyes turn black.
Do you want to see my invention?
Yes, of course I do. Why do you think I shoved you out here?
Great.
Also here, and then I shove his Tupperware, or like the Tupperware that I made him, into his hand so that he can eat while also telling me what is happening. Because I know that he hasn't eaten like all day.
Yeah, your dad rips the Tupperware container lid off and throws it behind him, and there's a pile of them in the corner of the room. And you watch as he dumps his food out on a dirty plate that is clean, like cleaned of food, but it's still definitely dirty and greasy from the last meal. He fucking scarfs it down, and he points to a little stand that has a tarp over it.
Ooh, so many secrets.
And just points at it as he eats.
Okay, I go over and I rip it off with like
you rip the tarp off
like a magician, just like.
You rip the tarp off, and you see on a little stand of like 2 prongs is a small silver and gold cylindrical object with a large red button on the side.
Oh, I really want to press the button. Dad?
And through scarfing, he goes, just be careful. And is like shoving the
Okay,
food down
press
his throat.
button, yes or no?
Sure. Ooh. And eats through his food.
I press the button.
You press the button, and you watch as the gears and cogs on this start to turn, and you watch as runes start to glow up and down the entirety of this device. And you watch as the kind of hollow end of there's like a kind of solidified rounded end on one half and a hollowed end on the other. And you hear what sounds like a fine whirring noise. And you see on the hollow end a little bit of a flame starts to come out extremely fast. And he goes, put it up to the stone as he eats. And you see that there's a large stone wall that he has clearly gotten probably from Baylor, who maybe like brought him some stone from the mines or something. And there are a bunch of perfectly shaped holes at varying depths inside the rock.
Thanks, I hate that. Why would you do this to me? You know I have trypophobia. Absolutely not. Okay, disgusting. I do that. I like pick it up really gingerly and I like point it at the wall.
You point it at the wall, and as you get closer and closer to the wall, you watch as from a distance, before it even makes contact, the heat of that circle is cutting a hole into the stone.
Oh, sick. I try really hard not to stick my finger in that because I really want to. I know it would hurt. I really want to stick my finger in there.
You think about it, and as you move your finger towards it, you can feel, even as you cross the threshold of like the back half to the front half of the device, that it gets extremely hot. Hotter than any fire pit you've ever been at.
Oh, I thought I burnt all the nerves in my fingers off. Well, you learn something new.
As you push it closer and closer and closer, the gears start turning faster and faster, and the runes start to float off of the device.
Okay.
And as you continue to cut and cut and cut, the runes expand, and then your dad goes, not too close, not too close. And you see the back end of it starts to twitch and move.
Okay, I immediately back up because I don't know how far this can go, even though I'm really interested. I just like back up and I'm like, okay, do I press the button to turn it off? What do I do?
He goes, yeah, blue button, other side.
Okay.
And you see on the other side of the device there's a giant blue button.
Why would you? Okay, this is so silly. I press the other blue button.
As you press the blue button, the red button that you press to start it pops back out into place, ready to be pressed again.
Okay, never mind. Not stupid anymore. That actually makes a lot of sense.
He's finished eating. He goes, isn't that cool?
That's so cool.
He says, I think we'll finally be able to pierce the sunstone.
But that's so okay. Oh, but there's her brain is like firing so fast. She's like can't get the words out. She's like,
Think about it. Think about it.
That's all I'm doing.
If we're able to understand what's inside the sunstone, then we can recreate it. No more Lux stones. We don't need Luxonite anymore, right? If we are able to recreate what is inside that stone, we can start to move out, find other towns, other communities.
I could meet other people?
Yeah. The Dusk won't have a dominion over us anymore, but because we'll be walking around with sunstones in our pockets. Yes!
Ah! And we like to start jumping around and I put the thing down.
Start jumping around together.
Doing that. I'm just like, Put it down.
You start jumping around together, and he says, now.
Okay.
Most importantly.
Can I have one?
Oh, one of these?
Yeah. Is it portable
sure.
or is it like a battery kind of thing? Or like, do I have to like build a battery? I mean, I have these batteries and I pull out the same little frog thing that I had before and I go, I don't know how to turn this off. So there's something in here that is keeping it on.
your dad takes the device from you, and you see he does a little tinkering and twisting, and he then sets the little frog device down, and it hops 1, 2, 3 times, lands, stands up, and goes and turns off, and stops operating.
What is okay, well, I could have probably figured that out also.
No. I know
Eventually.
you could. I know. But why try and figure something out when someone who knows a little bit more than you can just do it for you, and then you can focus on future things?
Oh, that's true. Like meeting other people.
Who better to solve inventions that we don't know about than someone who doesn't know anything about inventions?
Ooh. Wait. So then that means I can do that for other people. And then, okay, wait, what were you gonna say before Frog?
Oh, I was going to say, do you want to look at that folder that your sister, your aunt had?
I mean,
'Cause I'm going to be really honest. It looks really interesting.
Well, I mean, I did, but I rolled like shit. But you look at it, and we'll see. I'll look over your shoulder, and if the thing that's on it and that was on my fingers is rubbed. I mean, I rubbed it off on her, so that's kind of yes. What?
He hits the symbol on your shoulder. He goes, relax, remember, and he tosses the folder onto a little platform in the corner of the room, and you watch as it whirs, and it has like a little flash. And you watch as the magical energy from that contract dispels.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And he goes, okay, now I'm going to go find your mother because she didn't think I could do it. And I did it. And he hands you the folder and he runs out of the room.
Okay. There's so many things I want to look at. I want to look at the machine. I want to look at I'm holding the folder. I'll start with the folder.
As you look at the folder, you open it and see that all of the redacted lines are now gone. And you see an objective located directly underneath the under penalty of contractual breach. The objective is to locate and assess the status of a prior sanctioned expedition compromised of the following Dusk Walker operatives. And the names listed below are Kel Galanadel, Celine Fawnfrog, and Jojo and Trunks Holler.
Okay.
You would immediately recognize Kel's name.
Yeah.
You call uncle. Primarily, people use he, him pronouns with Kel, but Kel is a shifter. And is a non-binary person, actually, despite most of the time taking on a more mask-presenting form.
Happy Pride!
But was where Kel and Baylor... No, not Baylor. Kel and...
Tharden?
Kel and Tharden met, actually, being Duskwalkers together for a time.
I think there's something about Duskwalkers that Daiya, she doesn't want to be one, but she like really respects them.
Yeah.
And thinks it's so fucking cool that they're just like, we're gonna put our lives on the line and then go out into the unknown and fight some scary shit. Cause all I've ever fought is my grandma and like a mannequin in the front yard, and that's kind of boring. And the mannequin doesn't really move unless I turn on the mechanics, but then I already know where it's going, so that's kind of silly.
Yeah, you continue to read past the names and see that the compensation is listed then below there. 200 gold pieces for simply accepting the mission and departing on the mission. Then you receive 300 gold pieces upon the return with any or all operatives.
Oh, okay.
Then if you gather more intel or more information while you're gone, you get bonus stipends, which can be magical items, it can be meal vouchers, it can be lots of different things. You then see that there's a risks acknowledged section. Says this assignment may involve exposure to elevated dusk concentration, feral entities, or terrain instability. Ranger Yamada acknowledges that the Brimstone Mining Company is not liable for injuries sustained beyond its listed scope.
Okay.
You are not to engage with any independent operatives found north of the Misty Peak unless they are previously identified through Brimstone Company channels. And by signing this contract, Ranger Yamada accepts the above terms and agrees to uphold the integrity of Brimstone interests with vigilance and resolve. And it is signed by Willa Brimstone, the matron of the Brimstone Mining Company, and the signature was witnessed by a name that you have just recently read, Timbre Vainshade.
Do I know how long my what is the non-binary version of uncle and aunt? Sunkle?
I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense. Wait.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's a great question.
Someone Google it. Katie, go Google it.
He goes by
Google it.
I'm doing it.
Kel goes by all
Pibbling?
Pibbling.
Pibbling for parents' siblings.
That's funny. A pibbling.
That's not great.
It's not great.
Listen, I'm
not
trans.
gonna
I don't
lie.
want to be called a pibbling.
Yeah, I'm sorry to all the pibblings out there. That
yikes.
sucks that you're saddled with that. We're gonna workshop some stuff.
Kel goes by and responds to all pronouns.
Okay.
Kel will often shift based on their given feeling that day, and is kind of just rocks with like whatever people call them. They call them that.
Solid.
And so the kids, all of the cousins, interchangeably use aunt, uncle, or like even like auntie or Kel or Kelly, right? Like they'll use different little nicknames. So Kel goes by many different things. But you would know and kind of remember now that you're thinking about it, Kel has been gone for about 2 weeks.
Ew. How long are they usually gone for? I'm assuming less than that, right? Like,
yeah, you would know that Kel has mentioned in passing that usually they try not to keep them out if they're going to the Dusk. They try and not keep them out there for longer than a week.
ew. Well, now I feel bad for not remembering that Kelly was gone.
Whoa.
Okay.
And now you're kind of piecing together
Right.
Thardan's more melancholic.
Okay, so everybody wasn't being normal today. I was being weird, and also everybody was being weird. Okay.
As you read this paper, you would notice that there is no signature from your aunt yet.
Oh. Okay. I shut it. I take one last look at the machine, but I'm like, that's gonna be there for like forever now. I'm gonna come back in like 2 hours and it's gonna be bigger. So like, that's fine. I walk back to the main house. And can I kind of stealthily sort of put it back where we stole it from?
Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
Okay. Because I'm like,
Yeah, with your jangly
Or I guess
vest.
it'd really be a sleight of hand, truly, because you're putting an object
I mean,
back.
it's +2 either way. I mean, I rolled a 14 stealth, so I don't know. Do you want me to roll a sleight? I can do it sleight of hand instead.
Roll sleight of hand.
Okay. I feel like it's going to be worse. Better, maybe? Oh, 21! It is better!
Okay. Yeah, you're able to kind of slide it right back into the position it was once in. And in fact, you do so right as your aunt starts to turn her back.
Yeah, bells my ass.
Or turn her face back towards you and the folder. And it seems like she didn't even notice it was gone. She picks it up and walks past you. As she starts to leave, she looks to you and she just kind of nudges you and she says, "Want to go on an adventure?"
Always. Literally, kind of, Dad?
Yes. Yeah. What's up?
Can
Mhm.
I go with Auntie Nomi?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to check. Okay, I check. Anyway, I don't know why I
Yeah.
checked. I'm 27. I'm gonna leave now. And I grab my hammer that's like by the door. And I swing it over my shoulder with no regard to anybody who might be behind me. And I follow my aunt.
Wonderful. As you two exit the main house and start to leave the Yamada family commune, we then transition down to Ithaca, and then even further south towards the trees at the base of the mountain. The Bramble March community. A caravan of living wagons whose wheels no longer look like they could traverse any terrain, let alone the mountainous and stony roads of Ithaca. These wagons are as permanent as any other cabin or shack in town. They just bear the marks of a once nomadic vehicle. Bramble March is a lively place, much like the Yamada home, but in a much more bohemian way. People are moving around with an ease that only people with nothing pressing on their schedule can do. However, in all the ease of this place, there is one wagon which stands out amongst the rest, because its owner moves around it with a more frantic and driven energy. Animals ordain the outside of this wagon, but specifically, we notice that there is a rat, a horse, and a cat, and an interesting character. Katie, would you please, after a long-waited sitting,
Sorry, and also
please describe your
you?
character and what you are doing in this moment as you are setting up your kind of shop.
Amazing. Yeah, for sure. So I am playing Blossom Nebron. She is a gnome. So she's little. She's got a wide brimmed hat. A tangle of dark hair sits beneath it. She has a long, like, leather, like, duster coat, underneath which are suspenders. Her clothing is I wouldn't say well maintained, but she keeps herself looking sharp in kind of a little bit of like a cowgirl kind of way. And right now she is currently bustling around, setting up her stall, because Tom was the one who was supposed to do it, but he once again slept in or was doing whatever the shit that he was doing. So now I am in charge of putting out all of my wares for the day. So I think that she has a little bit of showmanship about it. She knows even now that maybe there are some customers around. So everything has to be just right. And she's putting a little sauce on it.
Yeah, as you
Put some sauce on it.
are getting ready and setting up the shop, you would see that kind of emerging from behind the wagon is Tom. He is smoking a very shittily rolled cigarette as he rolls around, and you see that he has a small gray flower that kind of mutated, that would have been a gift that you gave him from the Dusk the last time that you were out. And he is just kind of holding it and kind of moving it between his fingers. And you would see that this flower, actually make a nature check for me. We've got the dice rolls. Why not? Why, just giving everything away for free?
For free?
Yeah, I'd love to make a little nature check for sure. That is a 21.
Fuck yeah. As you see,
I am a druid rogue.
you see that Tom is holding this flower, and you see that he's fascinated by it. And he goes, hey, look. And he smokes a cigarette. And as it burns a little brighter on the end, you see the flower starts to like kind of recoil, and it wraps around his hand. So it kind of starts in his palm and then moves almost like an inky black liquid to behind his hand, getting away from the fire.
Oh, so what you're telling me is that even the flowers are trying to get away from your foul stench?
Hey, now. That's uncalled for.
I'm just saying, when's the last time you used the basin? We have one, Tom.
I used it just now when I was taking a piss.
That basin is not for pissing. The basin is not for pissing.
What are you talking about?
That's why it smells like
Have
shit.
you been pissing in the basin?
I piss in that basin every damn day. Are you washing in the basin?
Tom, piss in the woods like everyone else. Are you fucking kidding me?
What the fuck am I? Undignified? Jesus.
And I feel like this is a conversation. Obviously we don't talk about the piss basin every day, but this is the tone of the conversation.
Talk about the piss basin more.
Tom, if you're gonna light that over here, at least share the wealth a little bit. We'll call it your utilities for the month.
Yeah, all right, fine. He hands you the cigarette. And he goes, I told you I could build you a damn outhouse that got rid of the poop and shit and piss on its own.
Tom, I don't know if you've ever finished a project in your life.
Okay, but I could if I wanted to.
Tom, it's nice to have a dream.
Yeah, and I have a dream. I dream that one day we'll be able to get rid of shit immediately after it comes out of our buttholes.
And maybe when I was young and idealistic, I'm in my old age these days now that I'm 100 and I think 12 now at this point. The years really do fly by. But now I no longer have those sort of lofty dreams of getting to shit somewhere and have it be washed away.
Is that just because you're using diapers nowadays?
Hey, watch yourself.
I don't know.
Don't you like having this caravan to sleep?
I mean, I do, but sometimes Miss Wiggles gets all pissed at me. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Miss Wiggles is very old. You should be nice to your elders.
But why? If the elders are mean to me, why I gotta be nice to them?
I mean, maybe she just don't like your face. Have you tried maybe turning around and talking to her?
Like talking out my ass?
I feel like you do that every day, Tom. You've already tried that one.
So then which is it? Which is it, Blossom? Is it talking or out of my mouth or is it talking out of my ass?
Fuck, what was in that cigarette you just gave me? I feel like I'm going blind. I think I'm going blind.
He turns the flour around and goes, I rolled up some of this flour up in it to see if it hit.
Mother shit, this is the third time you've done this. I got you that flour to give to a girl. You have no game.
There ain't no girls in town that want to be with me, Blossom.
Well, have you maybe thought... There's so many of them and there's one of you. Have you maybe thought that statistically you might be the problem? Tom, I love you to death. I love you like a son. But I need you to get out of my goddamn caravan just once a week so that I can watch my show. And by my show, I mean
And what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do, huh? You want me to take some lady down to the damn saloon and buy her some moonshine and then talk about small shit and talk about how... Oh, what was your day like? Oh, well, I breathed in the soot from the mines today. That's what I did. What did you do? I sold some bullshit products.
Tom, I don't know. I don't know what I want you to do. You need me to hold your hand the entire way? Is it my lips you want kissing her? I don't think so. Go talk to Genevieve. I see you making eyes at her all across the camp.
Stop talking about Genevieve so loud. Damn, shit. Fuck. Shit. You see, she starts to blush. Shit. Fuck. I just stop. I don't talk much to Genevieve.
Her family is they're all plumbers. She's not going to mind if you talk about poop all the time.
You don't think so?
I mean, maybe don't lead with that. I just feel like
there's a poop epidemic, Blossom. There's a poop epidemic and we're not paying attention to it.
I just think a lot of our conversations these days end up really poop forward.
well, shit, Blossom. Well, I'll just fuck off then. And he
No, go work on your toys. Go
he
make some
turns
more
around.
toys.
He goes. You work on your toys. You fucking. And he kicks the dirt.
We'll talk about this later tonight. I love you.
I love you too. Damn. Shit. And he walks back behind the caravan. And about this time,
Two people from the South are battling out to be the most Southern person in the room.
Don't have kids. Don't have kids. He's not my kid, but he sucks.
you
Why would you say
at
that while
this
I was
point
drinking?
you
He's
would
my
hear,
ward. He's my terrible boy.
Oh my god.
You would hear the grating voice of a woman that you know oh so well as you turn and see Bitsy walking towards you with her incredibly large updo, blown out fucking bright bleach blonde hair.
Christ.
She's wearing a vibrant bright red outfit, and she goes, Blossom, darling, it's my time of the month. And she is moving towards you with empty vials that have your branding on it.
We just had one of these last month. Is it every month? Really every month?
Well, how am I supposed to keep this figure, darling?
You know what? You're so right. But I do gotta let you know, Bitsy, between you and me, because we're family, you know? I do just gotta
barely,
let you know that.
Barely. We are barely family.
Yeah, and I say that every day. But you know what? We're family. I do gotta let you know that
You just got a little toot on you, don't you? I can never come around here without you having some kind of toot.
I just don't know where I could have gotten that from, Bitsy. I just don't know where I could have gotten that from.
What'd you call me?
Sorry, Auntie.
Thank you. Now, why don't you just put your magical little liquid in my vials and I can get back with my girls, okay?
All right, I will put. Okay? So you still want some?
I want the de-aging cream.
Yes.
I want the Dusk smoke perfume.
All right. How are your teeth?
Oh, the teeth are doing all right. She opens her mouth, and you see that she has chunks of teeth missing.
Are you? They are looking so much better, but I think you could probably do with maybe one more treatment.
Well, you told me that I should be heating up the tar that you gave me to chew on it.
Absolutely.
Make it easier for teeth. But I figured out that it actually goes a lot faster and lasts a lot longer if you don't heat it up, if you freeze it. So you basically make sure it's ice cold and then you chew on it real hard.
Yeah.
And I can practically feel the bits of cavity, the bits of grime coming off the teeth.
Well, because it wears them down. It's like when you're like polishing a diamond, you know? Mm-hmm.
And my teeth are a diamond like smile. She smiles, and it's like Swiss cheese.
And you know what? Why don't you save them? Why don't you put those away? Maybe you should save them for your husband. I'm sure he loves those. I can get you all of these products. We do have a new one in. Just let you know. A little.
Okay. Well, are you gonna sell it to me or no?
All right. You know, well, listen. You come to Blossom's Bluminosities. I'm a set you up right, because as you said, you're family. So this one,
barely,
as you said, I got this one in. It is fresh from the dust. You know, this one is, so you could say it's organic, basically.
You know, can I just, before you talk about this,
all right,
can I just say something about the Dusk?
All right, you can say something about the Dusk. Well, you know what? Sounds like you're gonna.
Can I just say something about the Dusk? Because look, I'm not saying anything to be hateful or hurtful, but I'm just saying, why are we letting them people in from the Dusk?
Well, I don't know.
They ain't no good.
I don't know.
They ain't worth none.
All right. I mean, are we really letting people in? I don't think that many people are. We can't find any.
I'm just saying, these damn Dusk walkers, they're going out, they're leaving our home, leaving us unprotected as they go out to save people from the Dusk.
But haven't the people that were in the Dusk, weren't they from here originally? Weren't we all? We were all like one nation, right?
Sure, honey. one nation under gods.
Yeah, of course.
Clearly divisible. I'm just saying.
No,
I'm
for
just
sure.
saying.
Do you want this new crystal or not? It's going to balance your energies.
Balance my energy? What hoo-woo shit is you on?
Balance your... Are you sure you're not feeling a little bit unbalanced? Is everything all right at home right now?
Make
Yeah. Is everything good with Posey again?
make a either intimidation or deception check. I'll accept either of those.
Two
Okay.
Southern women eating each other up.
Uh-huh. Lovely.
Hey.
19.
It's like I'm in a hair salon watching a soap opera.
Uh-huh. My Aunt Bitsy.
She says, "Oh well."
I don't know. It just
No, I
last
suppose.
time I felt
Yeah.
a real dark energy last time I was home. I didn't want to say anything. Because I know
No.
you do your best.
And I do, and
Of
I
course.
do, and I
Of
just,
course.
I just think I think that Herbie and I have been, we've been praying to Joran.
Of course.
We've been praying for help,
Absolutely.
and our prayers aren't being answered.
Well,
Which
I'm glad you're so pious. That's exactly what you should be doing. You put the
Well, I
sweetest
know, but-
pie in pious. I always say that.
darling, you are trying to butter my biscuits right now, and I can't.
You know what? On the house, I'm gonna do a little activation. No, I will.
No,
I will.
No,
I'm
do
gonna.
not take pity on me.
It's not pity.
Do not.
Hey, it's not pity. It's family. I'm gonna do a little activation ritual so you get the most out of this crystal. I'll be right back. And Blossom's gonna go around behind the caravan, and she's gonna come back, and she's going to take the basin, and she's gonna pour.
I was hoping.
And she's going to pour it over the crystal, and she's going to say, this is going to activate all of the energies. You want to put this probably somewhere close under your pillow. Maybe by your
Under my
toothbrush, by your mirror.
Ah,
Yeah, one of those
Would it
places.
be
get
good to
pizza.
brush my teeth with it?
You know what? It would be great to brush your teeth with it. I didn't want to
All
tell
right,
you. I
all
don't
right.
want to give you extra workload because I know you got a lot on your plate, but it would actually be really helpful if you put
No,
that
but
right,
I need that
right in
cleansing
your
energy,
I know, right in your big hungry mouth. If you put that right in there, I think it's
You're
going to
so
help.
right. You're so right.
I know.
You're so right.
I know. And
You're so right.
I am.
All right. Well, you see, she takes the crystal and starts brushing your teeth.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
In front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, "It tastes kind of sour. It's supposed to taste like that."
Well, no, as I said, it's organic, so it doesn't have any of those chemical enhancers to make it taste sweeter. It's just because you're not used to, the government usually puts things in your food. We've talked about that.
You're so right. You're so right. You see, she gives you a little pat on the shoulder, and she goes in to give you a kiss on the forehead.
Oh, you don't have to. I'm sick. I'm sick,
Gives
Auntie.
you a big wet
All right.
kiss on the forehead.
Okay.
She goes, "Hey, honey.
Okay,
Hey,
yeah.
just remember, you ain't special, and your mom was a whore."
All right,
and she
sounds
turns
about
around
right.
and starts to walk away.
Okay, I gave you a 3-month supply, so you shouldn't be here a day before 90 days.
All right, we'll see you next month, honey.
Okay, there's interest.
and
My rate's
she-
going up.
She turns and walks away. And as she walks away, you notice there's a new figure in the caravan area. Another figure, a familiar figure, but not one that you see often. You see a large loxodon man. For those who are unaware of what a loxodon is in D&D, it is a kind of bipedal elephant man.
Yeah, for other
Um,
people. I wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
he
knew.
is
Yeah, I knew that.
he has large tusks that don't quite take the elephant's trajectory, but actually wind back almost like a pig's tusks
Mm,
on either side of his head,
Yeah,
kind
Princess
of offering
Leia.
protection. Yeah.
yeah.
You would see that he's wearing a kind of courier newsy cap, and a 3-piece suit in a like deep brown coloration, and he has a little chain stopwatch on him. And you see he is in one of his hands holding a small manila folder. And he says, all right, Blossom.
What you got for me? Isn't it a little early for you to be by?
Yeah, well,
Happy Pride.
never too early to try and get rid of some pains in my asses. So,
Oh, is
you
that
want the
what
job
I
or
am?
no?
I mean, do I want the job? I haven't even seen the job. I like to look at the menu before I buy.
Fair enough. He starts to hand you the manila folder. And for your reference, Katie, this is Timbre Vainshade who's handing you this.
Oh,
He says, look, Willa said she wanted a small crew. She assembled you, another ranger. Basically, some people went out, didn't come back when they were supposed to. And so, we're trying to get them back or figure out what happened.
Timbre, you know I don't do that hero shit these days. I'm
Yeah,
an
well.
entrepreneur. I got bluminosities. The business is booming. Have you seen our teeth cream? People love that shit.
Yeah,
Fucking
when's the last
gnarly.
time you been out in the dusk?
Why don't you ask Tom? I brought him a flower just a couple weeks back. I maybe don't go as far out anymore. But I do a perimeter still.
Well, you was out there a couple weeks back.
I was out there a couple weeks back. Yeah. What about it?
Would you say it was any more dangerous than it normally is?
I mean, it's always dangerous, but I mean, it's fine. It's dusky. What else do you want me to say?
Very funny. All right. Well, look, just read over the contract. Thought you might want to take a pass at it, see what's up.
I haven't said yes. All right, let's see.
I know, just read the damn thing.
All right,
and
are
if
you
you
gonna-
decide to do it,
you
you can
gonna-
show up at the Sunstone with it signed. That'd be great.
All right, you don't have to wait for my answer now, or do I have a? When do they need it by? Do I get any time to think about it?
We're meeting at the Sunstone tonight in about 5 hours or so.
All right,
So
fast
we're hoping
turnaround.
that everybody shows up, and if they don't show up, then we'll figure it the fuck out.
Are you going?
Hey, you know I don't do that shit no more. I'm cooped up in the office with Miss Willa, doing the paperwork,
Timbre, I don't do that
signing the
shit.
documents.
I don't do that shit no more. But you just handed me an envelope like it's my lucky
Yeah, but
day.
you ain't got. I mean, look at this shit. What the fuck is
Hey,
this?
hey,
He points to
you shut your mouth. That is beautiful. Do you see that fresh coat of paint? Do you see these? Do you see these? And she gestures to her ear where there's an earring, and the earring is a small piece of luxodite because all of her wares are luxodite in some form repackaged for different consumers who might want a little tiny piece of the sun to adorn their bodies and keep them well.
Cute.
You see this? This is a brand new one.
I see.
Entrepreneur.
I understand. About how much money you got in the bank right now?
Why would I put money in a bank?
How about how much money you got underneath your mattress in that fucking wagon? What, a couple gold pieces maybe if you're lucky?
I
saw you just discount a full pallet worth of supplies
That is a
to somebody for free.
no. That was my aunt. Friends.
Right. That was
it's a
your aunt.
friends and family, sort of
Yeah, well,
fucking thing.
You
If I
wouldn't be
don't give
giving
her-
things away for free.
I
if
did
you were
not
able
give it
sell
to her
them,
for
so.
free. She has a tab, and she won't fucking leave. So it's just how it's got to be.
All right. Well, look, I know you like to talk to all your little animal buddies about a job before you go on it. So why don't you just have a little chit chat, talk to them, figure out if you want to take us up on this offer. I think monetarily you're going to be quite enticed.
All right, since you know so fucking much about me, maybe I'll see you tonight, or maybe I fucking won't.
Hey, yippee-ki fucking yay. I don't really give a damn. I'm just here to fucking find people that might be willing to go out and sacrifice themselves because they ain't got much left to live for.
I'm a gnome. I've got 400 more years.
Well, it's a pretty sad fucking 400 if the sun stays down, isn't it?
You don't gotta tell me about that.
Great, well, read it over, show up at the Sunstone if you want. If you don't, we'll move on without you. Find some other people to go.
All right, same as always. Take care of yourself.
Hey, you too. Have a good rest of your day.
Yeah,
I'll
you
talk
have
to
a good
later,
rest
all right?
of your day. Stay
Yeah, all right.
safe.
All right. Tell you. You see he turns around and kind of walks away from the caravan. And as he does, you would see kind of the caravan's kind of up and moving now. Everybody's mulling about doing their thing. And as you kind of look to the front of the Bramble March community area, you would notice two ladies walking in, one a little bit older than the other. One walking with a little symbol on their shoulder as they kind of march into the caravan and make their way over towards one of your constituents in the community, a archery kind of specialist ranger, place to shop for goods before an adventure. And you see them roll up. You would definitely see that these people have money.
Mm-hmm.
So
as you
unintentionally loud in my outfit.
Yes, they are making lots of noise and they have money. And you would not be unfamiliar with the older of the two of these people.
Okay. When you say I would not be unfamiliar, have there been any past interactions that have gone well versus poorly? You know?
You have sold some potentially promising things to this person before they go on a Dusk adventure, and you are unsure as to whether or not they ended up needing to use it. And if they did, it probably didn't go well, but you don't know.
All right.
So you didn't fuck my aunt.
And
Okay,
I
great.
don't know the younger one.
And you do not know the younger one, no.
All right. I think that I do a little swooping back to my table, slide the manila envelope under maybe the rug I have at the top. And then I look at the younger one, I look at my table, and I take a couple of vials and I slink on up and I go, "New to the market?"
Hi. I think Daiya is like so not necessarily out of her element, but she doesn't like go over here really ever. I think she's just sort of like looking around because she's like so curious about how everything works literally everywhere. So she's just kind of like looking around, like wondering how everything works together and is like watching people and like watching their interactions, and she doesn't notice at all this teeny tiny person that like walks up to her. So she's like, "Oh my god, hi."
Never been to the market before?
No, I've been here before. This is just
You sure?
just not during this time of day.
What time of day do you usually come?
Earlier.
You look like I like your vest. You look like you got a lot going on there for sure.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. I like hit some of the bells and like stuff to like as like an example.
Wow, lots of bells and whistles there. Looking to add a few more?
Well,
Not from the likes
depends.
of you. As you see, Naomi is now turned from the vendor and is looking towards the two of you speaking.
The likes of me? Oh, I know you. How are you doing? It is so lovely to see a past customer of mine greeting us again on this lovely day. Remind me your name?
Naomi.
Naomi. I never forget a face. It's just the names that seem to go right by me. I think they go over my head sometimes because I'm so small, and cute.
You know that you sell people a crock of shit and then send them out into the most dangerous place on the planet?
Oh, I don't think that I do any such thing. That's quite an accusation to make for sure. I think that
hey,
I think
Daiya,
that
we don't
paying-
need to buy from this fucking loser.
Loser. Those are strong words. Well, I'm sorry that you weren't happy with your purchases. Unfortunately, they're non-refundable, but I got a bunch of new stuff. Daiya, did you say your name was? Daiya, look at this.
Daiya, yeah.
Daiya, have you seen anything with this particular type of property? It is pure luxodite, but it is strained into a particular chemical solution that makes it flammable. So it makes a beautiful, bright burst of moonlight wherever you would like it to be. Have you wished that you could have something like that? The sun at your fingertips. Everyone wants the sun at their fingertips, right? But no one can grasp it. Well, here, I have it for you.
Would it not be
here.
the moon?
Well, the
You
moon
just
is...
said moonlight.
Well, the moon is a reflection of the sun, and I think, again, that this is a tiny piece of the sun that we can get in a bottle, so we're really just splitting hairs, wouldn't you say, Naomi?
I've thought about that literally all the time. You know when people, I'm sorry, I'm preemptively laughing at what I'm about to say. You know when people, get, aroused or whatever, and their pupils, get real big, and, whatever?
Oh, yeah.
The second...
When, a cat sees a cat toy and their pupils get huge.
Yeah, that's what happens to Daiya's pupil. The second that she, sees... She hears the word flammable, and she's like, ugh.
Oh, I see. That's exciting to you.
And, something that nothing anybody else has had.
I would be remiss if I didn't say, are you some sort of an artificer, an inventor, a creative? I feel like maybe we're a bit the same.
How did you know? Are you psychic or something?
I look at the symbol on Daiya's shoulder and the vibrating pockets, and she asks me if I'm psychic, and I go, yes. A little bit. I've been using our...
Oh, my God. No.
Cream.
No. She is not psychic, Daiya. She is a crook. Okay?
But how did she know I was what? How did she know I'm a tinkerer?
Look at you.
I look so normal. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Dear,
my pants
no,
are
dear.
Look at you, and then look at everyone else here.
I mean, that guy's like a big elephant.
You're right. You're right,
Daiya.
Daiya, you're not normal. You're special. And you deserve to have some very special tools to do your special work.
That's what my dad always says.
If you notice, I have some specific raw luxodite samples all the way from the Dusk.
Hey,
if you'd
we're
like some
not
to
doing
do
special work. So we don't need special tools, okay?
But you're doing
just
special work.
here.
That's what was in
What?
the
No,
folder was the special work.
we're not doing anything special.
Oh, what do you need? You're doing some special work. If you need some special tools, I know that. Listen, Naomi, I think maybe we got off on the wrong foot. You, I can tell. I maybe gave you some of my more beginner products because I didn't realize that you're so experienced. But I really do have some better tools that could benefit your. Are you going on an expedition? What's happening?
Yeah.
No, we're not going in.
I
Daiya,
mean, I don't know
don't.
specifics.
Daiya.
But what? She said beginner stuff. My beginner stuff wasn't good either. Why can't, can you believe in me?
Roll a persuasion check.
Ooh.
I'll give you advantage on it. That's a good fucking argument right there.
-1 to persuasion. That's really funny. Yeah, that's a 10. And a 0.
Fuck.
So I got a 10. I got a nat 1, and then it's a -1. So I got a 10 and a 0.
She goes, I hear you, Daiya, I do. But there's a difference here. You are young enough to have inexperience on your side. She is old enough to know better. than to swindle and lie.
I turn to her and I go, what was the first time you blew something up? Like, what age were you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great question. I mean, probably not till I started up my beautiful business, Bluminosities, to be about 50 years back when I started doing this.
Okay, and see, so the first time I blew something up, I was 5.
Oh, they both have the number 5 in them. We're the same. Do you want to come look at my wares?
Oh, that's kind of nice. Yeah, I want to go look. Can we go look?
There's nothing wrong with window shopping, Naomi. So let's go over here. And I lace my arm through Daiya's, and I say, and why don't you tell me about your trip?
And as Blossom puts her arm around Daiya, the two of you are going to march over to Blossom's Bluminosities. Naomi is now kind of falling behind you, and you both feel the wind shift. And not only the wind, but something larger, something greater has shifted in the world. And that is where we will end our session.
Thank you so much for listening to this half of our very first episode of Triple Crit. The next half will be out tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. So you won't have to wait too long to hear our sweet, sweet voices again. Special shout out to our incredible composer, Jeremy Weinstein, whose music you listen to throughout this episode and probably right now. You can follow him on Instagram at j_Weinstein_. That's at j_WEINSTEIN_. Please give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast fix from. It would really help our tiny little podcast grow. If you'd like to follow us and you haven't already, our podcast Instagram is at Triple Crit Pod. That's TRIPLECRITPOD. You can follow me at Emilou.co. That's EMILOU.CO, everywhere that matters. And follow Dellan at Shellan_Dort. That's SHELLAN_DORT on Instagram. See you tomorrow!